She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
Welcome to another episode of Clean Your Dating Habits Up. It is your host, Arthur China T, Coach Erica, and we are here to make sure that when we get out there to date, that the habits that we once had that didn't work for us are no longer an issue with our new dating life, especially while we are roster dating, sis. One of the things that gets too many of y'all going and got y'all thinking that somebody like y'all are when men compliment y'all. And you got to understand, some of those compliments aren't real. When a man compliments a woman, she automatically starts thinking that he has some liking towards her or some emotions, but that's not always the case. Sis, just because a man compliments you doesn't mean he wants anything to do with you outside of the bedroom. Doesn't mean that he actually believes even in the compliment he gave you. He could just be being nice for many reasons. It's a lot of reasons for compliments. One of them because they do evoke some type of emotion or liking towards a person who gave you the compliment, especially if that man is your type, sis, because you can be like, oh man, he liked me. I know. Today we're going to talk about these compliments and why you need to be moving out of the way of them, because too many of y'all have become victims based on what a man told you, but not what he showed you. This is what we need to clean up in dating, taking compliments to the head, making them more serious than they actually are. Compliments don't mean chemistry, sis. How men use them to fast track their way to physical intimacy, this is what you need to be paying attention for. Many women mistake compliments for chemistry, believing that's because a man shows them some praise, it must mean he genuinely has a deep connection for her. Sis, you've been going about it all wrong. The truth is, the compliments are often a strategic tool men use to accelerate past the emotional part to get to the physical aspect of the relationship. Now, while some compliments can be sincere, they are not always rooted in admiration or genuine emotional connection. Instead, they can be used as a shortcut to make you feel special, to lower your guard, and fast-track intimacy before a real bond has even formed. Compliments create butterflies, not bonds. Okay? Understand that. When a man tells you, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen, or I've never met anyone like you before, it's going to naturally give you butterflies. You're going to be thinking all type of great things. That fluttering feeling is an emotional response. Your brain releases dopamine, making sure that you feel special, seen, and desired. But here's the catch. That feeling is chemical, not necessarily a sign of compatibility, sis. Men who want quick access to the physical intimacy knows how to flatter to be able to fast track and get past a woman's guard into her emotions. They don't need to build a real connection if they can use words to make you feel special, just to give you that rush of excitement and also lower your defenses. A woman tapped into her feminine wisdom, Feminine Fridays, knows how to separate genuine appreciation from a man's attempt and understand that he's trying to fast track to intimacy. Sis, you got to understand that a compliment, no matter how sweet, no matter how great it is, does not equate to emotional depth, effort, or consistency. Now, men will compliment to create a false sense of intimacy. That's how they fast track you to the bed. For a man who is primarily focused on the physical, sis, which is a lot of them, compliment serves as a way to create an illusion of closeness. He knows that you will respond to words, so he uses them to stimulate a connection that doesn't actually exist. That's why y'all get so many men asking you, how are you, or how was your day? Because he's trying to use what you tell him as a way for him to stimulate conversation and a connection with you by telling you what you want to hear, especially if you're having a bad day. That's why those are questions that I don't answer from any man. And if you ask him, I'm very bland. It doesn't matter if my day was horrible. All you're going to hear is my day was great. Because what I don't want a man to do is find something in that conversation to pick up on and elongate, trying to establish a connection to me that's probably not even real. Instead of building real chemistry, sis, through meaningful conversations, shared experiences, and emotional vulnerability, a man will rely on surface level flattery to make you feel like you're wanted and make you feel special. You've been falling for it for too long? The buck stops here. This is why some men will compliment excessively early on before they even know you well enough to genuinely admire you. If a man you just met is already calling you perfect or the most amazing woman he's ever met, he's usually using those compliments as a technique, not an expression of real admiration. Genuine admiration does take time, sis. A man who truly adores you will compliment you, but his compliments will be grounded in something real. He won't just praise your looks. He'll appreciate your values, your mind, your ambitions, and the way you carry yourself if he's been watching long enough. His words won't feel like a script designed to make you melt. They'll feel like sincere observations that come from getting to know you over time. A man who genuinely values you won't rush to use compliments as a way to get something from you, sis. He'll express admiration naturally, not as a tactic to make you let your guard down. That's what's been happening for too long. It's over. How do you protect yourself from the compliment manipulation? And you can protect yourself, sis. You need to first observe his actions, not just his words. I just told y'all that. A man can say anything, but his actions reveal his true intentions. If his words don't align with consistency, effort, and respect, then the compliments mean nothing. You also want to notice how quickly he starts complimenting you. If he's laying it on real thick within minutes of meeting you, or before he knows anything about you beyond your looks, he's likely using flattery as a tool rather than expressing genuine admiration. You too need to see if the compliments are superficial or meaningful. Does he only compliment your body, your face, or tell you how sexy you look? Or does he acknowledge your intelligence, your kindness, and your character, which you will have to learn over time? A man who truly sees you will compliment you based on everything, not just the surface level stuff. Sis, pay attention to how compliments make you feel. Do you feel emotionally high and rushed, or do his words actually make you feel seen and valued? The former is often manipulation, while the latter comes from a place of sincerity that happens over time. Sis, you need to also watch out for pattern-based compliments. Some men have a script. They recycle the same compliments over and over on different women because they know that they work. If his words feel generic and overly rehearsed, it's a good chance you're not the first or the last to hear them. So be prepared for that truth, okay? Let compliments be nice, not convincing. As a feminine woman, you can enjoy a compliment without letting it dictate how you feel about a man. You don't have to overanalyze every kind word he tells you, but you should remain aware that compliments alone don't mean chemistry. A man's admiration isn't proven through his words, sis. It's revealed through his actions, his consistency, and the depth of connection he's willing to grow with you in. Butterflies feel good, sis. We know that we all got ran through because of them. But they don't mean that he's the one. Let his effort, integrity, and his investment in you show his true emotions. Not just the sweet words he's used to telling you to get closer to you, to get in the bed faster with you, and to make you feel like it's nobody else above you. Because there very well may be somebody else. It's just a tactic to get you to the bed quicker. This is what we need to pay attention to while we're dating. This is why I chose this topic for Clean Your Dating Habits Up. Because whatever you were used to a long time ago is not now. You have got to change the way you look at compliments and when men compliment you. And to see if the compliments, like I said earlier, are given out over time or all rushed in the beginning. Because you'll take those compliments in the beginning, you'll jump in the bed, you're in a situation, 6 months, 9 months pass by. If you still got to ask him if you look good, if you still got to say, did he notice your new hair? If you still got to wonder all those things, and that means those compliments was empty. They weren't no truth behind them, and it was just to get you where you are right now. Overly invested in somebody who's not invested in you. Clean your dating habits up, sis. Tune in Friday for Feminine Fridays at 7 p.m. Y'all have a good day.